00.
Alright.
There you go. Get in your 00. Come on.
Jesus Christ.
Get
You're
in.
live?
Get in the freaking car, man. Come on. Come on.
Adjust my volume.
Come on. Come on. It's not that bad. Come on. Alright, bro. Bro misses
Test.
Bro misses his old car.
I'm gonna
Dog,
lower the volume. Maybe.
I feel like it's a little better.
I think that might be good. Alright.
I think it is. I'm not sure.
How does my stream look? It's public.
Mickey
All right.
win. Let's find out in JD's Circus Company. Bro's asking for stage breaks now. All right. First person can go out for qualifying. Do not go under the white. Gotta stay above.
Genuinely, it's not faster anyway, so I don't really. Sorry.
And the green flag
my mic.
for Gibby.
1 second. So I don't really think it makes that big of a factor. If I'm gonna be honest.
A halfway break to help out APK. No way, bro. No freaking way.
Alright.
No. I will not scroll down in chat. Alright, next person can go. Same business. Do not go under the white.
Alright, let's go. Let's see what can be done. It's a pretty straightforward track.
Dr. Pepper taste fire. Which Seeker? There's no actual fucking way you just ask which flavor.
There's 2 types of Dr. Pepper. 2 different providers.
No, what the fuck? Get out of here.
I think I got one more.
Bro. If you're gonna drink Dr. Pepper, drink the fucking original one, bro. Nah, bro said Pepsi. Get out of here, bro. Honestly. Yeah, you would love cream, wouldn't you? You would absolutely adore it, wouldn't you, freak Borb? Alright. We'll pull it in. Next person can go. Oh god, it's this guy. God, it's this guy out here. The freaking 97? God, man, this guy. God. Also, Fire, I changed your car like you asked because you said purple is bad luck for you. Yep. Who's Squad 99? Who's this guy? Bubbleware? Dog, I don't even remember who this guy is. And Dale's on his checkered flag. Here he comes. Checkered flag for Dale. He's done. He's done. The American flag car mobile automotive business is done. Alright. Now Freak Borb is out. With his Squidward testicles hat on. Dr. Pepper. I'm gonna go out here on a whim and say that the best soda is water. Alright, nothing gets me more hyped up than a cold glass of water. Now, I like Dr. Pepper as much as the next guy, but like, I don't know. This feels like how you run the bottom in Homestead in trucks on iRacing. Can't quite tell if that's a bad thing or a good thing. Probably a bad thing, but that's okay. You were saying this ran like Xfinity last race, so I don't know what the hell changed. Seeker, you can go. You can't say anything. What is this? I think Roblox is just freaking out right now. geeking filter. Roblox is mad geeked right now. I don't know if there's like a new chat system. Like it made me move the legacy chat version for some reason, or
What?
migrate from it to the new version, and apparently the new version is absolute dog ass. So Freak Borb selling the race like always.
What position am I in? 1 second. I gotta see this. Alright.
Shush, women. Really.
Sorry.
Well, I guess the fine shuffle coming back was all for naught.
Oh, damn. I suck.
Guess that's not happening. I mean, let's be honest, Robo. You've been gone for like what? How long? Like 2, 3 weeks. You haven't been on the grind, man. You haven't been on the modified grind. 4 weeks. Is that how long it's been since fucking Monadnock? God damn. All right, line up at this inside red wall up here. People who raced here in the first time around should know where that is. Hey, Jake the Make, Jake the Bake, Saucy Man. Do you think you could do me a solid real quick? Please, please. I'll pay you. I'll pay you in SLC dollars. Do you think you could delete the cars here? The extra cars? Thank you, bro. I'll F3X you. I don't know. Did I give you F3X? Okay, it did. All right. Now while Jake is up to destroying humanity, I guess Freak Borb. Freak Borb is in first place. Car counts have slowly gone down. Actually, it's gone up since last week. Also, dude, we're in the twilight of the season. I honestly don't see why people would have incentive to race if they don't even have a shot at the championship. I mean, winning's one thing, but I feel like a lot of people racing here just for the championship. LJD. I'll fire your ass, bro. I'll have you fired by the end of the season. I'll replace you with Chase. Yeah, I'll replace you with Chase. I just deleted cars. Oh shoot, he's on the move. He wants his money. He wants the SLC bucks. I will kill Chase. Jesus Christ. All right, let me open up the stream. It's gonna take a minute because Streamlabs sucks. Sorry, Speedy, you're late. Or he's not even in the VC. Speedy, I'm sorry, you are a little late, my boy. Robo, shut up. You've been absent for the past 4 weeks. You cannot be talking. I mean, hey, your teammate won for me last week. Happy got us our first organization win for JD Motorsports. Should be time that you contribute to that little count there, Gib. Gotta get dive bombed by Gib in turn 1. I hope so. I fucking hope so. What? That's crazy. guy, shoot! Alright. Let's go live. Let's go fucking live, gentlemen. Let's go fucking live. Alright. Y'all know the rules. No dirty driving. That goes for, that goes for Fire and Robo. Don't do what they did at Monadnock. And no going under the white line to advance your position. You can dip your 2 tires under there to get extra rotation in the corner. I do not recommend that, however, because that is wildly inconsistent. It'll shoot you up the racetrack quicker than you can say crimpets. Don't ask why I chose crimpets, but yeah, just drive smart, drive clean. These are the opening few laps. Don't be a freaking tard muffin in these first few corners. Yeah, and if you advance your position under the white line, you will be asked to be given time and or position, depending on the situation. But yeah, Robo Iowa 2024. No, you can't do that because you don't have admin. So, screw you, man. All right, is everybody ready to go green?
Oh, let's go. Let's see.
Gibbs Seeker, can you back up just a little bit? Tiny bit. I just don't want you guys right up their rears. I'll be changing the laps when we go across the line. Here we go. Green flag is out here from Ocean City for the Miller Lite Salutes Navy Grady 150. Fireboy solidifying a little bit of a lead here already. Robo's going to move the 97 up the racetrack off of turn number 4. Side by side, they race off of turn 2 with Gibby in the back, looking to make a move when these two mess up. Tags the back of the 12. Robo Mesa still on the inside. They're side by side as they race off of 1 and 2 once again. Gives a big push to the 97. Doesn't have enough time to come down right in front of Robo, and Robo's going to clear him off of turn 4 for position number 2. Akershian back to the inside. He's going to get it off of turn 2. 3 wide down the back straightaway as they enter turns 3 and 4. Gibb gonna try to make a move here for second place, but gets tagged by the 12. They stuff it into the inside wall, and Robo's all the way back to last. Gibb into the outside wall. We got one up and over. Caution flag is out.
Damn.
Lots of stuff going on in the first few 5 laps. Holy moly. Alright, so assume your positions. I did not mess with the setup. I don't know what happened, but I promise you I did not touch the... Dude, I did not touch the setups. They're the same, like, as last time. I don't know if it's because we haven't been here. Robo's new to this track, so I don't know if that's contributing to anything. I can assure you guys this is the same setup as last time. They are a tight setup, and this is a difficult track, but... Yeah. Shut up, Fire. Seeker, you are to the rear for first caution. There will be your first warning out of 3. Get back in your race car. And we'll be restarting on lap 7. Everybody get back into their race car, please. Alright, and here we go. Back to business. The Mighty Modifieds are racing from Ocean City, Maryland. Fireboy stuffs it up the racetrack after the 97 gives him a little bit of his front Nerf bar. Akershian now in his own zip code right now off of that restart. all day in front of him. Fire comes up into the double zero. The double zero gets tagged by the 12R. He's up into the outside wall, and that's going to cost him some time. Now Fireboy looking to hunt down the 97 as we track down to lap number 10. We go back to Fireboy, who's currently holding off the 29 of Seeker, who's also battling up the 12R of Robo Mesa behind him. Yeah, there we go. Seeker up the racetrack, and here comes Gibb. Gibb sees the opportunity, seizes it, but then gets moved off the racetrack by Robo Mesa. Side by side they run. We got one stopped in turn 4. No caution. Oh, caution flag is out. I did not see that. What the fuck happened? What? Huh. Oh, yeah, we had that problem last time. Okay. Front 3 positions or front 2 positions are good. Seeker, you went like couple laps down there. Sure. Or maybe not. I think you went 1 lap down and then you're going to get your lap back because of a lucky dog rule. Oh, you went 2? All right. So you're still a lap down. So Seeker is last place regardless. Sorry, Seeker. Yeah, that's weird. I'll mark that as a racing incident. But you were going for the pass, so I'm going to mark you behind Gibb. You were going for the pass. That's the only reason why. I mean, I'll tweak it, but I swear on my life I did not change the setup at all. Sorry if that's bugging y'all. I don't know what happened. Caution came out on 14. We're restarting on 16. A little bit of a scuff start there, but we'll take it. And Gibbs going to race his way all the way up to the first place spot. 3 wide out of turn 4. That's not good. We got one almost up and over. Some very desperate moves being made in the opening laps. Jesus Christ, guys, chill. On lap 18 of 80, let's chill out. We're full sending like it's the last lap. All right. Crucian slips on by underneath the 88. He's going to make his way back up to the first place spot. Fire gets a big run. He's going to check up, though. Now, Fire's got the 12R behind them. These two rivals have been at each other's throats this entire season. So we could see some fireworks tonight between these two. Gibb pushes the 12 under the yellow line. Not sure how I feel about that one, Gibb. I'm going to ask you to please not do that again.
Well, shit.
got the bum in here. And back there, we got the two Californians battling for fourth. Seeker's going to get a little bit loose, and he's going to go wash up. He's going to wash up the racetrack. And Robo's going to advance to fourth. Christian out in front in his own zip code once again. They don't really got cars grouped together as of yet, but that might quickly change. This 00 closing in on the 88. He's going to lose it, though. He's going to wash up into the outside of turn number 4 after hitting the apron. And that is a troubling problem with Ocean City that these drivers need to overcome. This apron does not help them at all unless you hit it just right. And even then, it's inconsistent. It can shoot you up the racetrack pretty quickly, so you got to be looking out for that. As we already got a battle for second, side by side on the front straightaway into turn 1 and 2. They're beating and banging, trading paint. Gibb checks up big time after going under the white line. Thank you, Gibb. Don't know if it needs to be that much, but still thank you. And now Fire's going to hold on to position number 2 for a little bit longer. And it's hard to tell when Del Ross is going to need to be leading in order to get those extra points. But for most laps led, but he's already got a lap led, so that's going to be adding to his points total after today, depending on where he's finished or finishes. Gabe goes onto the apron a little bit again, shooting him up the racetrack, not really helping him. He's gaining him little by little, as Fireboy gets a little loose after clipping the apron as well. And potentially nearing lap 60 or 50, we could see lap traffic here from Ocean City, but that all depends on if we stay green that long. Now, Gibb has a pretty good chance here at catching Fire, but that all depends on the mistakes being made by these two and how consistent or inconsistent they can be, as Del Ross is just starting to run away with it. He's beyond about a straightaway between him and Fireboy. Now, Fire was making a lot of noise here last time we were at Ocean City. He had a pretty good run. Solid day there last time we were here. Couldn't quite get it done in the end, though, as Chase would narrowly edge out of Crucian in the end there, moving him out of the way for the race lead. Meanwhile, down the front straightaway, they are wheel to wheel into turn number 1 and 2. Side by side, beating and banging into 3 and 4. Gibb on the inside, Fire on the outside. Oh, Gibb comes right up into Fire. Fire comes down into him, and that locks them up. Now Gibb is to second place, and it doesn't look like the 88 is too happy after that move, and he hits the inside wall. Fire's going to let a Crucian on by, and that is going to be that for now. Very tough battle there. A little trouble for the 00 there in 3 and 4. Checks up under the yellow or white line. So now we only have 3 cars actually on the lead lap, as Seeker went 2 laps down our last caution. He's still a lap down, so we got Robo. Not Robo. We only got Robo, Gibb, and Dale Action on the lead lap. Robo's starting to close in a little bit on this double zero, not too much though. As now the 97 is starting to close in on lap traffic here, as I put it earlier, it's around lap 50 to 60. Seeker go high. You're clear, clear, clear. So now Christian has made his way around Seeker, and now he's closing in on Robo Mesa, who's the last, or one of the last cars on the lead lap. Is Crucian, Gib, and Robo. .23 to go here from Ocean City. Del Ross just looking to extend whatever points lead he can keep in the championship hunt, which he may very well be able to lock up today with another victory. Not a total shutout performance, but still a good day nonetheless. We go to Fireboy, who's made his way around the 29. And Seekers looks to be parking it prematurely. Four cars left on the track. With 18 laps to go, Crucian still out in front. And cautions don't seem to be in our near future as it looks right now. Dale's starting to close in on Robo Mesa here. With 14 to go, as well as Gibbs starting to close in on Fireboy. I'm going to need you to let Gibb by here in these next few turns. Never mind, you're good, you're good, you're good. Good to keep holding your line. Gibb kind of checked up there. And while the double zero keeps on trying to work around the 88, not quite sure if that's going to be happening or not. The 97 is going to take 10 to go at the line here from Ocean City. A reminder, next week we head to a super speedway in New Hampshire. So that should be an interesting, very interesting race. Last time we were there, it was pretty eventful, but not crazy. It actually was pretty crazy. I'll give it that. It was a pretty crazy race. 7 to go from Ocean City for the Miller Lite Salutes Navy Gravy 150. Gibb is on his lid. Caution flag is out. Oh no. Gibb capsized. On the front straightaway, not entirely sure what happened there. Gibb, do you have any insight on what happened there? I don't think I caught it.
Oh boy. All right, well.
wall clip. Well, you will get your position back due to that being the track's fault. I believe we had a wall clip issue in the first race as well. I'm not sure why we're back. Okay. Yeah, that's why. I forgot the leaderboard messed me up. And Fire, you're back on the lead lap.
Well, this could get
Caution
pretty
came out
interesting.
on 74. Going to be restarting with 4 laps to go. Yeah, that was probably the worst fucking time for a caution to come out, but that's okay. CD5, here we go. Green flag is out. Crucian already back to work, keeping his position up in front. Gibb in the 0-0, full sends. Misses. Here we go in the 3 and a 4, 2 to go at the flag stand. Fireboy and Robo Mesa beating and banging in the back. Robo's gonna tag him up the racetrack. They're side by side on the back straightaway. White flag is in the air from Ocean City. This race is official. Down into 3 and 4, Fire and Robo all having out in the back, but here we go across the line. Dale Ross is gonna win again here in the modified series. This time from Ocean City.
All right, well, I got P3.
Win number 9 of the season. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is the nail in the coffin, probably points-wise. That is if he keeps showing up for the rest of the time we are racing. The ramp is on the other side of the victory lane there, buddy.
Oh, somebody's.
Right,
They use decals
there
like
he is climbing out of his race car, folks.
vinyl wraps and
Dale
stuff like
Ross
that.
wins for the 9th time this season.
If you're watching.
Time of his career in the modified.
Yeah, sorry. They use like vinyl wrap and other stuff like that.
Gibb is gonna come up short.
Although the paints are usually oil based
Victory will get second.
or petroleum.
Romo's gonna get third. Fire's going to finish out in 4th. Gibb, I'm gonna need you to move this car. Maybe behind. Yeah, it's just gonna roll there. All right. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Leave it. 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 Or just okay. No. 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 I'm gonna move it. I'm gonna move it. I'm gonna move it. Yeah. Here, I'm gonna bring you back, Gibb. All right. We're gonna get the victory lane photos so we can get this man out of here so he can go help APK with whatever he needs to. All right. All right, got the photo. And there goes Gibbs shoving him down. All right, let's do some interviews here. If y'all wish to stay for interviews, you can. If you don't want to, that's fine. You can leave. We're going to start off with our race winner here. Dale Ross, win number 9 here from Ocean City, Maryland. Probably one of your better wins of the season. Not exactly a lights out performance, but you did manage to walk away with the win. Most laps led. Not exactly the pole position, but still a solid day for you and Team 97 in this championship run. How are you feeling after today's race?
I feel. I thought maybe winning at this track would make me like it, but no, I don't like this track. This track's weird. I don't. I don't know, man. I just ain't vibing with it.
Just ain't vibing
Um,
with it. That might have honestly been the setup. Honestly, I don't know.
difference. Like that. That's all it is.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what that'll happen. I can check the friction. I can check the car. I can check everything. I'm not sure. I might just need to loosen up the setup. Maybe. I don't want to say that it's y'all's memory, but this setup was kind of tight in the first race. I'm not sure, but
It
besides
wasn't
that,
that bad. It wasn't that bad.
okay. Besides that,
Just a little bit. Just
we
a little bit.
shut the shut up.
Just a little bit.
Um, we're at Dover. Um,
Basically,
so,
have you seen this place?
um,
Mini Dover.
but besides the fact of us being at Mini Dover, is there anything else you got on today's race?
I have a question. Why is it give salty? And then uh, I want to thank Lake
Uh,
Pontrout for always being there for me in all of my times of need. So thank you, Lake Pontrout.
Lake Pond Trout. Next week we head to New Hampshire Motor Speedway for race 14 of the schedule, or I think it's race 14. Yeah, it's race 14 of the schedule. How are we feeling about that? How are we feeling going into Super Speedway next week?
That is a race that
It
just so
is a
happened to
race,
be at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. That is
and,
how I feel.
that is how you feel. You got
Yeah,
no other feel.
that's all my thoughts, right there.
All right. Well, thank you for coming out tonight, Dale Ross. Congratulations on your win here from Ocean City. I know it doesn't really feel like the best win since you still don't like the racetrack, but it is a little bit of a redemption for you after last time we were here. Got edged out by Chase. You managed to get a little bit of some sort of redemption or revenge by winning race two. So congratulations. We'll see you next week at New Hampshire.
Real.
All right. Position number two finisher isn't here, so we're gonna move to position number three, which is Robo Mesa.
Can you hear me?
How about it, Robo Mesa? Yeah, I can hear you.
All
How
right.
about it, man? Top three in your return to the modifies. How you feeling after that?
Jesus. Uh, that was my lighter. Um, well, for the most part, this was a relatively lackluster race until Gibby decided to die. With like 6 to go. I mean, the start was a little bit messy. There's a little bit of chaos there. I mean, the wheels locked with Gibby like twice. For some reason, me and him, were having them. I would say we were having the most drama today between each other, but of course, we are back to the status quo with Fireboy. I think had the rules changed, I don't think the outcome would have been any different. I'm pretty sure it was just who was going to be there, whoever was going to do it. So um, I was trying not to get the same treatment that Shuffle got in the first race because I was about expecting that to happen. So I just turned inside, kept turning, and thank God for the uh, start finish line being all the way at turn 4, basically. So just P3. Glad to be back up there. Hopefully, we could get higher in the future. Uh, Loudon is a track I've won at before in other leagues. I've taken home a fantastic lobster. So let's see if we could go for another one.
That is something I wanted to mention. You managed to bring home a win at Loudon before, most notably in Sunoco, Drew's League. Do you think that's going to play into maybe how you go into this race coming up at Loudon?
Well, I'm not sure if it's the same model because I'm 75% sure that was an ASCA track, but it might not be. But uh,
It definitely wasn't.
okay.
It
Well,
definitely
whatever
wasn't.
it was, these mile tracks I seem to be pretty all right at. So it just depends on the setup if it's good or not. Um, I'm pretty decent with low banking tracks. So unless we count today, actually, no, this was a medium bank track. So like
This is a yeah. I would say this is about yeah. This is like medium banking. This is
Medium low, but it
yeah.
still is
Let's say
banked.
medium range.
Still is banked enough to where it's a
It's pretty
factor.
banked, but it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Um.
the lower bank tracks tend to be what I'm good at, so we'll see what we could get done.
And one more thing I didn't want to mention. This isn't really part of the interview, but it is the base model of the one you might have raced in Drew's series, I believe. It's
Hmm.
different. It looks different, but it's the same base track. It's the same track
All
essentially.
right.
So
So I guess I might have a bit of an advantage. Different cars though, so we'll see how much of an advantage that really is.
yeah. All right. Well, a little bit of a rough day for you, Rebel Mesa, but you still managed to pull out a top three here from Ocean City.
That was all right.
Anything
It's
you want
just
to
kind
say about this little
of,
nope.
about the track. I think that there's some tracks that were on the schedule last year that were not on the schedule this year that could have made potentially a good replacement if there's any. Not really sure. Um,
The only tracks that were removed, I think, were well, Stadium and Stafford. Do with that what you will.
all right.
And Thompson came back. Never mind. So yeah, those were the only two that were removed.
Well, I mean, it's an okay track, but it just seemed like today, just with how few cars there were, the racing product was kind of lackluster. I wouldn't say there was a lot of like it wasn't a toxic track really, which surprises me because I was expecting at least once for somebody to full send turn four, and not from the outside like I did. I mean, like somebody just like full send the infield section there for the apron, but that didn't really happen today. So, uh, it's if you want a race that just runs clean and that's all, that's not a bad track for that, I guess. But uh, it's you know, so it's just a track to me, just like any other. And if we have to race it, we will. It's not the end of the world. So that's pretty much all I gotta say.
All right. Thank you for talking to us, Robo Mesa.
Yeah, no problem. You have a
Congratulations on
great
your
time.
podium today here from
Thank
Ruff.
you.
All right. Let's move on to Freak Bob.
Hello.
Freak Bob. Hey man, how's about Ocean City's race today, man? How we feeling?
Um, Not gonna lie, I'm not even mad because that last lap bullshit was funny as fuck. But I don't know. It seems like I'm the only one that genuinely likes Ocean City.
It does appear that way. I don't know what Chase thought about it though. Chase might also have like a little holdout for this place, but overall, how do you think today's race went for you, and what you got to say after your fourth place finish?
I was a fast driver. Gib always able to fuck over my race. Bro, you just gotta fucking cut him from the team. That's all I gotta say. Um, about that, Gib, I can crash out over Gib for 24 hours of the day, but I mean, it's whatever. Gib fucking sucks. I'm glad he flipped though. I'm really glad he flipped, and me and Grover were able to have some funny moments on the last lap.
That was a little bit of a interesting altercation between you and the 12 at the end there. Was that a little bit of your guys' rivalry slipping into today's event?
I honestly, he might think different about this, but I had no hate pushing him. I don't know how he felt about that, but at least there was drama at the finish for real. I don't think there was no hate towards it. I was just, I was just pushing him out the way. I don't know. It was something.
Oh, I guess fair is fair. So next week, a little bit of an interesting week. We head to New Hampshire and Loudon, New Hampshire. One of the second super speedway race of the season. You finished pretty good at Richmond, and you did pretty good at Carteret, which is a limited bank track as well. Both of them are actually pretty limited in banking, and you did pretty well at both of them. How are you going to go into New Hampshire next week, knowing that you are able to do as good as you did on those flatter ovals?
But I don't even think it's about the flatter ovals. I think it's just about the setups. Apparently, very good at loose setups like Richmond and New Smyrna. Which, yeah, but not New Smyrna, Myrtle Beach, excuse me. But I don't know. Isn't it the longest track of the schedule actually?
Yes, yes, it is. Barely edging out Monadnock, I think, which is
Yeah.
funny.
Well, Monadnock. Apparently, how you're making it, it's New Hampshire will be loose, so maybe I can work something out.
But I definitely do think that New Hampshire is the largest track that we race on, at least historically, and in real life, it is the largest track that the modifieds do race on. So,
If you use the same models
definitely,
he did last time, it's the biggest by a long shot.
yeah, it's the same one. It looks different. That's
Oh yeah, I saw all over the
aesthetically.
stream.
Aesthetics are the only difference this season compared to last season's New Hampshire. Other than that, it's the same track, probably the same setup. I think it's a little bit different, but not crazy different. But yeah, uh, tough race a little bit today, Fire, but you still managed to pull out a fourth place spot. I know you're still not exactly in the championship hunt, not exactly having the season that you wanted, but this is a season to build off of. You've had a good season run up to this point. Do you think you're going to be able to possibly pull off a win before this season's over?
Fuck no. I mean, I'm just running for fun at this point. That's why I had no hatred towards anybody except for Gib. So that's surprising actually, because me and Robo. But that's hard to accomplish, Gib. That's really hard to accomplish.
One question I do want to ask you, though, is next season, do you intend to go all in next season in the modifieds? Do you think you're going to go all in?
Yeah, and if you do a season after that, I'll probably just commentate with you.
That's crazy. He's gonna call it quits after another season. Dang. But yeah, there's definitely gonna be more modified seasons to come. It's probably what we're gonna keep doing here on out. So definitely you can expect some future seasons coming up. But yeah, thank you for showing out, Fire, and talk to you later. I think Gib came back for his interview, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he's different.
Let's see, Gibby, Gibby boy, Gibby boy. What's up, Gib?
Hello.
A little bit of a wonky race there at the end. Um, there was a little move at the end there. I don't know if that was like a full send move on the 97. It didn't quite work out. I think he did it up in turn 2. It didn't really work out. It costed you a little bit, and it didn't cost you a lot, but it cost you a little bit of time, and maybe even the win. What exactly happened there in the final stages for the 00 team?
Lag. There's
Lag.
lag. Had no clue where the corner was, so just turning blindly into the corner.
Nah, shit. What did the JD Motorsports spotter say to you? What did Jeff say to you?
Jeff, he said, "Turn now." So I listened. He didn't tell me when to lift though, so I kind of just went straight to the wall.
I think Jeff might need to get his eyes checked.
I
Oh
think so
shit.
too.
We'll have a talk with him later in the faculty meeting. But a strong race for you and the 00 team in JD Motorsports as a whole. First place or second place by Pappy, another second place by Pappy, a win. Then a second place by you here in Ocean City, and I believe this was actually your debut in the 00, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's been about 5 weeks, 6 weeks since I last raced here, so it was a rough one, and I would like to apologize to Fire for that. I didn't mean to ruin his race there about halfway through the race. I'm sorry for that, Fire.
He's just trying to stay on JD Motorsports.
That is a lie.
You don't gotta worry about it, Gib. You're still on the roster for another season, so you're good. You don't gotta worry
I'm on
about
the roster
keeping you.
'cause I am
What?
fish. I am
What?
fish.
What?
I am fish.
I got him on a 2-season contract, bro. I guess a season and a half because I pulled him out of the 75 halfway through the season. So
I better see this signed by Barack Obama.
that's crazy. Well, other than that, Gib, was there any differences in the 00 than the 75? Is there any differences
Slow.
you could note?
Slow.
Slow?
Yeah.
00 was slow compared to the 75?
Yep.
Damn, bro. Might need to make some adjustments before we go into New Hampshire, which is actually
minor tuning to it, and I think it'd become faster.
that is a fair assumption. Next week we head to Loudon, New Hampshire. It'll be your first time, I believe, on a super speedway in the modifieds ever. How you feeling going into next week? Nervous, confident? How we feeling?
Fish.
And I think that's where we're gonna end it on today, folks. Thank you for all for showing out. We're gonna end the day on fish. We'll see you all next week at New Hampshire.
Pizza rolls are good.
I would agree with that, Fire. I love pizza rolls.
Except if you put them in the microwave, they fucking pop.
No, they suck in the microwave. You got to do them in like an air fryer or like an oven. They're so
Not
good.
always. Bro, I was literally texting my friend mid race. And somehow your ass didn't catch me.
Because I decided to be idiot and run up in the wall for about 2 laps straight.
All right. Well, that being
Really was
said,
surprised.
I'm gonna wrap up
I
the stream here.
wrecked you.
So, thanks for
Which I didn't
watching.
mean to like at all.
Oh, they're still
I'm
ranting
really
a little.
sorry for that. But once that like you were like away from me, I was putting in lap times and I was actually catching Dale. I think I got it down to like 3.5 seconds at one point, and then lag started kicking in.
Oh yeah, I think whenever that Evan Varney dude showed up, he started lagging the server.
I was
That's a
well,
skill
that was
issue.
part of the reason I ran into the wall and flipped myself on coming out of 4. It's because I lagged like in the middle of the corner. All right, all right.
That was perfectly timed.
That's
I don't know
gonna
why
close
the
the stream
hate
up.
for
So.
Ocean City.
I don't
I'm gonna
think
go.
I don't